So you're thinking of moving to Salt Lake City, Utah. Well, in today's video, we're gonna be down in Utah County, which is directly south of Salt Lake County, and we're gonna take a look at the home value. So we're gonna look at all the different cities that we've covered in our different vlogs and our different map tour videos. This way you can compare apples to apples and see what those values are like as you compare them directly against each other. We're gonna take a look at the crime ratings each city as well. We're also gonna take a look at the schools and how they're rated, and we're gonna get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel, and if you'd like to know everything there is to know about living in Salt Lake City, Utah, as well as the surrounding areas like Utah County, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hi, my name's Steve Gilbert. I'm with eXp Realty, and my team and I, we get calls and emails every day from people just like you that are looking for help with making their move to Salt Lake City, Utah, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text. You can always schedule a Zoom call with us. The information is in the description below. So as I mentioned, we're gonna take a look at Utah County. We're gonna look at the different values in each of the different cities. We're gonna do it on my computer, so let's get right to it. Here is a look at Utah County. So the primary market here, when you search by Zillow and other real estate related websites, Provo is our primary city right here. So Utah County is where we're located. Let's take a look at the different values, but just to kind of give you an idea on the map where we're located. Here's Utah Lake right here. And so we're gonna have areas like Eagle Mountain that are located to the west of the lake. You've got Saratoga Springs located on the west side of Utah Lake. Areas to the north, you'll have Lehigh. You're gonna have American Fork. This is where you'll find Highland. Linden's gonna be on the east side. And then we've got Vineyard, Orem, and the Provo area, all on the east part of Utah Lake. So I've done Springville and I have done Mapleton. So you will have those map tour videos available. So if you want to, learn more about that, these are all the areas that I have covered in Utah County. So let's go ahead and show you what the real estate values are looking like. Really, the whole purpose of this video is to give you a high level view so you can compare apples to apples what every city currently has for a home value. Now, this data is coming from Zillow. Most of the time on my tours and my map tours and my blogs, I'm actually quoting realtor.com values. So there is a slight difference. However, this will give us apples to apples by looking at what Zillow's data is. And so let's show you what the median, I've actually got the median household income here, but let's look at the home value for these areas right now. So if we look at Eagle Mountain, 508,000 is our current median home price according to Zillow. Looking at Saratoga Springs, $568,000. This is going to keep us on the west side of Utah Lake. Now, as we're directly on the north side, we hit the Lehigh area, 574,000. And then as we hit our neighbor to the north up here in Alpine, I've talked about Alpine in the last couple of videos. I even referenced it in the Cedar Hills video because we do have the highest median home value price in all of Utah County, and that's over $1 million. So $1,047,000 is the current median value. Coming over to Pleasant Grove, this is going to incorporate areas like Cedar Hills because it is per zip code. So Pleasant Grove, 546,000. We're going to have the Cedar Hills area, which will be located on this north end here. I just released that vlog on there so you can go and reference that. Areas like Linden, 686,000. As we come down to the Orem area, there's a few different zip codes, 456,000. We do have areas like Vineyard, which will be showing up here on the same map, but we're going to have a median home value of $467,000. And so let me zoom in a little bit further because I do want to show you, areas like American Fork. So if I zoom in a little bit more, hopefully this value pops up. So we do have American Fork and Highland. They are sharing the same zip code here on Zillow of $595,000. So we're actually just a little shy of $596,000. Highland is going to have a higher median home price value compared to American Fork. Highland's going to be higher than most of its surrounding neighbors. In my Cedar Hills blog, I talked about that median home price
actually broke that down a little bit more. So this here on Zillow, this is a little off. It is going to reflect higher, American Fork slightly lower. So let's move this map up here and show you in the Provo area and more towards the central southern part of Utah County. And so looking here for the Provo area, 430,000. This will incorporate areas like your airport down here and the majority of your Provo area. Now looking over here, actually for Vineyard, you know, this is kind of broken down because we do have Orem right here. Vineyard's going to really be on the lakeside right here. In fact, we do have areas of Provo that come over to the south end of this Vineyard area. But that's going to give you that median home value of 467,000. You know, your northern parts of Utah, your northern parts of Orem, 456,000, and you can see we're 549,000 as we get on the east side. And so watching my Salt Lake value videos, if you watched my the video I just put out on the values in Salt Lake County, you know, we find the same thing here in Utah County. The further east you go, typically the higher the values that we see, and we do see that here in Utah County as well. So coming down to Provo, on the east side, there's 410. Here's kind of our anomaly here for Provo, 430,000 on the western part right there. And so I will show you a couple more real quick because I have done the Springville video. I've done the Mapleton video. So let's show you what those videos look like. In Mapleton, we're $670,000. And let's find out what Springville is going to look like. So 483,000 for the Springville area. So let's go ahead and kind of do a zoomed out look just to give you a quick look at Utah County, what the home values look like. And so there it is. There's your range. If you want to compare city to city, because when I do these vlogs and I do these map tours, every month those values do slightly change. In fact, if we look at what the values are doing, in fact, year over year, in fact, well, let's start with a month over month. So if we do the month over month, as we zoom in here, Utah County, that we've got areas like Eagle Mountain that has a positive growth of 0.21, Saratoga Springs 0.15. Looking at Lehigh, we have a positive growth of 0.35. In the Highland, American Fork area, 0.29. Pleasant Grove area, Cedar Hills, 0.49. We've got Alpine, which has a 0.22%. And then let's look at the year-over-year growth. This is something that I showed you in the Salt Lake County video as well. And so, you know, what we've typically seen is these negative drops over the past year. Simply, you know, we've had interest rate increases. In fact, the home sales recently, because of the recent rate hikes, we've seen a slowdown as well. And so, but areas like Saratoga Springs saw a negative 9.5% decrease in home values. Eagle Mountain, just under 10%. Lehigh, just shy of 8% right here. Coming over to Pleasant Grove, close to 6%, a negative growth. And then you can just see these different areas. As we hit down to Orem, we're close to that negative 6%. Vineyard, negative 7.4%. And so, a quick look at what values have done month over month, plus what we've seen over the last year. When we take a look at, you know, what is the median household income for these areas, in Eagle Mountain, we're going to see that we're at around 98,000. So this is household. We're going to be 114,000 in the Saratoga Springs area, 116,000 in Lehigh. American Fork Highland, 109,000. As I mentioned earlier, there's going to be a difference between Highland versus American Fork. When we come up to the Alpine area, 148,000. We do have our highest home values there, so that's going to reflect what we have for household income as well. As we come down here to the Provo area, we're going to see $58,000, $49,000. Provo, this is where Brigham Young University is located. We've also got the Utah Valley University located right off of I-15. And so that's going to be right in the Orem area, close to the Provo border. And then up here in the Linden area, 107,000 is the median income for this area. So let's jump to the safety ratings. Let's show you the broad look, because I do, show you this on those map tours. But now we can actually compare this, kind of apples to apples per city. And so we can see Eagle Mountain. We have lots of green over here. We do have some pockets of some crime that's reported in like the Saratoga Springs area. However, I mentioned that on that video, that a lot of it, when I researched it, had to do with like construction sites, with things being, equipment being stolen. But Saratoga is going to be a safe place. You'll feel safe there. Lehigh, great green ratings, high safety ratings up here, low crime. Alpine's going to have very low crime. You're going to find that in Pleasant Grove. You'll find that in your American Fork, Cedar Hills, and Highland area that I just outlined right there. As we do come closer to Provo and the Orem area, you do see an uptick in crime that's been reported. However, I think that you're going to still feel very safe in the Orem area. Provo, you do see the red. So we do have crime activities reported in these areas. And then as we continue and go south of the Provo city, we've got areas like Springville with lots and lots of green here. So you're going to have Mapleton, it's up against a mountain. And so that's a look at the crime in Utah County, kind of a high level, so that you can compare them, apples to apples, and really kind of get, if Utah County is an area that you're interested in taking a look at and moving to this area, you can kind of see the different pricing, the crime ratings. And so now let's show you what the schools are going to look like. So we've got a couple of different schools, school districts pulled up. Alpine School District is our primary for the northern part of Utah County. So you can see here we have lots and lots of great ratings. And Alpine School District has always been a great school district, strong ratings here. When we look west of the Utah Lake area, we see that we've got a lot of B ratings, B pluses, B minuses. So Eagle Mountains, mainly B-rated schools. Saratoga Springs, you're going to find that same thing. As we head north of the lake and we're in the Lehigh area, we do see these A ratings. We've got Sky Ridge High School up here and other ratings with these A ratings. So as we continue to work east, we are going to see that we get these A ratings in the Highland area. Pleasant Grove's going to have strong ratings. Cedar Hills has strong ratings. We've got great ratings up here in the Alpine area. But overall, for the Alpine School District, you're going to find great ratings. Finding these C pluses, that's kind of the anomaly with this school district. But you'll find that down here in the Provo area. As we get here in the Orem area, there's a C plus. But look at all of these B's, B pluses, all of these A's and A minuses. So strong school ratings, regardless of where you're at in the Alpine School District. Let's clear this out and show you what the Provo School District looks like. We've got some great ratings with the A's and the A minuses right here. We do have our B ratings, but we've also got a few of the average ratings, which would be our C plus ratings. And so we've still got a good school district. We do see a few more of these average ratings in the Provo area. And so that is going to, wrap up showing you what the home values currently look like in Utah County in different cities. It's going to show you the crime ratings. Obviously, anytime we get near these larger cities, we have an uptick and we see more crime that is reported. And so, if you're thinking about making a move to Salt Lake City or to areas like Utah County, to Provo, or to any of those surrounding areas, whether it's in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text. You can always schedule a Zoom call with us. The information, it'll be in the description below. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah. And until then, I hope to see you around town.